How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Welcome to the 4th episode of Don't Buy It, You Don't Need It. This is a series where I pick various common items that you may buy and try to convince you to not buy them at all. This is sort of like an unsalesman tactic where I give you various reasons to not buy such an item so that you can save more money. Now, some people may not agree on my opinion on some of the items, and this is just fine. If you really want to buy something, there may be very good reasons why you want to buy a certain thing. Now, this is already the 4th episode, not counting the 0th episode that started all this. And through these episodes, I get various similar comments such as, why did you buy all these stuffed animals? You don't need any of this, so why should I listen to you? You already bought a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need. Why should I listen to you when you tell me not to buy things? First of all, let me address this by saying, this thing, free. This guy is free. This thing is free. This guy is free. I painted over this. This guy is about $20 and this guy is about $20. So out of the things that I spent money on, these things are actually sort of like mascots of this show. So they have a utility. And also on top of that, they give me, a pretty good level of joy whenever I look at it. They are these happy peas. I'm really happy looking at them. This little steak thing, not everyone has expressed a lot of enthusiasm about this steak, but personally, I really like this thing. Even though it costs more than one steak itself. For every single item that I list, there may be very specific reasons why you personally would like a certain item. It may not make sense to you why I like this or this thing, but for me, it brings lasting joy. Okay, there's a difference between when you buy something and you get happy for a little bit, but I've noticed that having this thing for quite a while, every single time I look at this happy face, especially this big happy one, or even these little ones, just combined, it brings me joy looking at them. So if you find something that you personally like a lot and you can tell that you're going to like it for a long time, well, go ahead and buy it. Even though if I tell you, oh yeah, don't buy it, don't listen to me, just get it anyway. With that long-winded thing, unfortunately, I do have to cover this or else I would get a whole bunch of weird comments saying, why do you have all this stuff? So let me go on with the main part of this video. The first thing is whenever I go to shipping areas such as FedEx, UPS, or USPS, all of these would have very expensive packaging material such as bubble wrap, boxes, or packing tape. And whenever I look at the prices of these things, these are astronomical compared to what you can get if you just buy them in bulk, 5-6 packs. It's certainly a lot cheaper and you have a lot more material. For example, if you buy packing tape, you can buy a 6-pack and it will be, 100 meters. Whereas if you go to a convenience store and if you buy packing tape, you might have 33 meters on it. They would charge you $4 for just this single roll of 33 meters. Whereas if you buy a 6-pack, you would get 6 rolls of 100 meters for twice as much, $8, $10 even. So this is really just buying in bulk versus just buying single packs, especially when you buy at these convenience location areas. So do try to not buy convenience items because those are usually marked up a lot. The second thing is related to the first thing, which is gas station food and drink. Normally, when you go to a gas station, usually these things are marked up, okay? Every single soda thing, it's like $2. A little snack thing is a little bit more expensive than the grocery store. So if you're really going to want to buy these things, why not go to the grocery store and buy them? Sometimes, yeah, maybe you don't have anything, you're traveling or something, so you do need to go to the gas station to buy it. What I notice whenever I go to a gas station is I can't buy much of the stuff that's in there. Most of it is sugary drinks or preservative-filled foods, chips, and things like that. None of it which I would normally eat. So even if you eat this stuff, it's going to cost you more to buy at a gas station. The third one is bottled water. Most people do not need to buy bottled water. You just look up the level of water quality in your area. I know sometimes you might live in an area where the water quality is not so good, where you actually have to buy water, okay? Most of the time, people live in areas where the tap water is very acceptable. And even if you don't like the taste, you can get a water filter or a very specialized filter where it have 3 stages or whatever. And you can essentially have water filtered and you don't actually have to carry the water. Whenever you carry water from the supermarket or something, you carry something, it's very heavy. And to me, this is manual labor. And even though if it's like $5 for a 24-pack of bottled water, it's still just the fact that you have to lift water. This is a civilized place that we're living in. You don't have to carry water with you. On top of that, bottled water waste resources. You don't really need to use all this energy to create the water bottle. Even if you go and recycle the plastic bottles, it's still not so good for the environment. You have drinkable water that's coming out of the tap, and if you don't like it, well, filter it. If you can minimize on buying bottled water, of course it's going to save you a ton of money. The number 4 thing is alkaline batteries. Long time ago, I ceased buying alkaline batteries altogether. I never have to buy it anymore because most of the time I just buy nickel metal hydride enzyme loop batteries. I just buy those and put it in all my devices. And, since buying that many years ago, I never have to buy rechargeables again because I'm just still using the same rechargeable batteries. Now, since then, of course, I worked at a place where they actually gave alkaline batteries away for free. There's pallets and pallets of it. They're like, okay, employees, just take as many as you want. So of course I got like 50 pounds of it. So yes, sometimes I use a little bit of alkaline batteries still in conjunction with my rechargeables because I just have them for free so far. Number 5 is rarely used kitchen gadgets. If you've seen one of my previous videos, I had a garlic press, a very fancy one. I think it was over $20 for just one garlic press. And at the moment, I'm like, oh yeah, this is really great. I squeeze the garlic, and it turns out I don't really cook with garlic all that much these days. And if it's a gadget that's just sitting in your drawer for a really long time, just like what I did, well, I kind of estimated myself wrong thinking that I would use it for a really long time. At the moment, I looked at it and I just got won over by the looks of the thing. And so this is like a misstep for me. So I think in the future, whenever I look at kitchen gadgets, I really need to evaluate if it's something I'm going to use repeatedly over a long term. So be careful with kitchen gadgets because there's whole stores dedicated to kitchen gadgets, and you can essentially buy one little tool for each small operation of manipulating the food somehow. Maybe you want to make a piece of food like fold together like this. Well, they have a gadget like that. You can like push a button and the sandwich might like fold together and fold it together for you, I guess. Just beware to not buy these because you can essentially fill up your whole kitchen with gadgets essentially. I hope you enjoyed this 4th video. Don't forget to give me a like over here. Comment down below. Let me know any product you'd like me to add in the next Don't Buy It, You Don't Need It episode. If you're interested in supporting the channel, don't forget to check out my Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook. And if you don't like this audiobook, you can always cancel it before the subscription ends, and you don't not have to pay a thing throughout this whole process. You can still keep the audiobook and you can still help benefit this channel. If you're interested in supporting my channel directly, check out my Patreon page over here where I give various perks at various contribution levels. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel over here and click that bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching.